wish you could smell these. Thumbnail. What do we call that? The tour. Hi everyone, it's Brittany here from Green Bee Flowers in Strathroy, Ontario, and today I am going to show you our sweet pea patch. Sweet peas are a flower that I've fallen in love with over the last couple of years. You've been following along, you know that last year we had a terrible year for sweet peas. We had a heat wave that came through in May, as well as snow shortly after, and they just would not grow. So today I'm going to show you the differences between some of the different varieties that we're growing, including some that are bred specifically for our climate, as well as the Floret versions, which are grown for the Skagit Valley area in Washington, D.C. We are in southwestern Ontario in Canada, so it's a very different climate here, but I'm going to show you how we've managed our sweet pea patch this year. So follow along. So like, oh my goodness guys, but the dill has entirely taken over our anemone patch, but they're still blooming like crazy. I'm just gonna show you. Like, look at this. There's so many blooms still. And look all the dill. But like, so many blooms. They just keep going. So in our last video, when we did the tour of the plot, I showed you these fencing here and how these sweet peas were actually going to start growing out. Well, you can see now that they are about 2 feet tall, and we are getting flowers coming up on the top of our vines. So these will actually continue to grow up and over the next couple of weeks, creating this really, really beautiful sweet pea tunnel. And I'm so excited because it just smells fabulous in here. So come with me as I show you just all of the little different types of flowers, and we're going to talk about them a little bit. So behind me here, you can see our Bijou Mix sweet peas. These are bred for life in southwestern Ontario, and the colors on them are honestly just beautiful. You can see here that they've got some beautiful variegation, as well as some which are just full, beautiful colors. And the one thing I love about sweet pea mixes is that you really never know what flowers you're going to get when they bloom, and so half the fun is the surprise that you see when they begin to grow. But these have very quickly become some of my favorites. They are the fastest growing in our sweet pea patch. They have the most beautiful colors, and the more I cut them back, the more they are growing up of our vines. So these are a really great one. So these sweet peas here directly behind me, these are an English garden sweet pea. They are growing. They smell absolutely divine. I think they are stunning. My only complaint is that they're not quite as prolific as the Bijou Mix, but the colors of them, they're so dainty. And they produce multiple buds here on each stem. So when I go to cut it, I will actually take it all the way down here to make sure that we can get, I don't know if you can see my hand, all the way down there to make sure that we get a good sized stem for your flower bouquets. Now perhaps most depressingly is my 2 lines here of Floret sweet peas. So as many flower farmers, new flower farmers have started, we've all got Floret's Cut Flower Garden book, and one of the things she talks about in there is just her attachment to sweet peas and what that meant for her coming into growing flowers. And it's really hard not to get wrapped up in that vision for what flower farming can be. So inevitably every year I probably order $100 worth of sweet pea seeds from Floret This is the most success I've had with them in 3 years. And I should show you because there is maybe one bud in this entire line. It's also my weedy mess because they're just not doing the most fabulous. Last year our Floret sweet peas got snowed on, then they got hit with heat. Then we actually planted over them with the English garden mix and those didn't come up, so it was just a terrible year for sweet peas in general. This year I'm happy to see that they are at least starting to grow up our trellises. But I may only get a few flowers from these. I lost the tags for the varieties ages ago, so I actually have no idea what's planted where. So these are going to be a fun surprise, but it's really good in flower farming to have that one flower that is just going to knock you off your feet if it blooms, and is okay if it ends up being a mistake. So here we are with our Floret sweet peas. It happens. So this is quite possibly our only Floret bloom from her sweet peas this year. It's so cute. Oh well, we'll get there. So with sweet peas, you can either harvest them so that you have the stems to look like this, or you can harvest them, find the bulk of the branch, get one here, this way, because they really like to attach to each other. You find the bulk of the branch and harvest all the way down, so that when you pull it out, you get a nice long stem for your sweet peas. Pull off all your bottom foliage, there you go. Aren't these just so stunning? So I love sweet peas. I think that they are so beautiful. They're such an underrated flower in the garden. They smell so good. And they are just honestly so diverse, and they're so beautiful, and they're so romantic. So for any of my Canadian friends watching, you will notice that I have my own version of a garden belt on this week. My husband is actually making these. They retail in our Shopify shop, so you can find them there. They're about $200 Canadian. You can actually choose them for right or left. They're great. Got room for your snips. I also have my phone in here right now. But you also have room for your butter knife, pen and pencil. They're full leather, they are hand stitched, copper rivets, and what I think is really important is a belt buckle on the front. So if you want to head into our shop, you can definitely order those from there. I'm super excited about them, but we're only shipping within Canada for now, so I'm sorry to my American friends, but we will get to you soon. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed our video today about sweet peas. I hope that you've come to learn about them. I guarantee if you plant them, you will love them as much as I do. Honestly, the scent of them is one of the most intoxicating scents in the flower garden. I grow these mostly just for my own pleasure. And I will bring you guys back in a couple weeks again when these have grown up and over, so you can experience with me what the sweet pea tunnels are going to look like. I'm so excited. Thank you for coming along. As always, if you have any questions, please drop a comment below, like and subscribe to our channel and our videos. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Snaps are really coming along. Oh, yeah, and some straggling ranunculus, 'cause why not?